Parabéns, Corinthians Femino Campeão do Brasil, pentacampeão do Brasil. O jogo terminou 2-1 para Corinthians contra Ferroviária. So, for my English-speaking audience, the Corinthians women's soccer team just won their 5th Brazilian title, beating Ferroviária in the final 2-1 at Neoquímica Arena, or Arena do Corinthians, in São Paulo, Brazil, with goals by Jennifer and Tamires. And this is an excellent result, and as a big-time Corinthians fan, I'm very happy for our women's program and their success, and once again proving themselves the best team in Brazilian women's soccer. But there's more to come. This game was a record crowd for women's soccer in all of South America, with 42,566 people in attendance. This is wonderful for women's soccer in Brazil and South America, that we have that many people coming out to see a final like this. Absolutely excellent to see this happening and see that Corinthianos and Corinthianas are supporting both the men's and women's programs in Corinthians. But we also have to mention this man, Arthur Elias. He has been the coach for Corinthians Femino, and he has done an excellent job leading them to many titles, including the Brazilian League, but also Copa Libertadores Femino. And this guy, I believe, is supposed to be the next coach for the Brazilian women's national team. And seeing him at this game winning this trophy, which might be his last game coaching Corinthians Femino, was very emotional for many of the fans as well as many of the players. So parabéns, Arthur. You did an excellent job as the coach of Corinthians Femino. And this is something I really like about how women's soccer around the rest of the world works, is they have a men's and women's team for the already well-established clubs. So for example, if you're a Corinthiano or a Corinthiana, you can watch both the men's and the women's team for Corinthians, and you cheer for the same team. And in most of Europe, it works exactly the same. Barcelona has their men's and women's programs. Many of the Premier League teams have a women's Super League team, and the rest of Europe follows suit, as well as the rest of South America. Now, in American soccer, it is kind of different, with the MLS and NWSL being two separate organizations. However, I would like in the future, if at all possible, MLS and NWSL try to come to some sort of agreement so we can have these teams have some sort of relationship to bring them together so the fans can come and watch the same teams play and cheer for the same team, similar to how it works in college sports, because you see many people cheering on the men's and women's basketball programs or the men's and women's soccer programs in American college sports for very much the same reasons. Now, there are some teams that have this. I think Portland Timbers and Portland Thorns have a good relationship in this exact fashion. But I would like to see this extended to even more teams. But today, parabéns, Corinthians Femino, Campeão do Brasil, Pentacampeão do Brasil, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.